Today I told my mother, when we walked together for one of her treatments, I told her that during 2017, without her help, I wouldn't have won in shared custody with my daughters, and and then they were not go. I wouldn't have the opportunity to raise them after time. And then and if that what was that was the reality of the legal battle of 2017, then the cruel state of Israel would have won its wish to be these who raised my daughters instead of me, because that's what they want since these girls who were born. And I told my mother that because of her help, then I had 5 more years that I can raise my daughters. But now it seems that the battle began again, of course, started, and again because of the interest of the Israeli government, and I don't see how it's possible to win this battle without intervention of foreign countries. But this is not accurate. No. Foreign governments were already in the picture during 2017, and I have a mountain of evidence about it. The Americans knew about my existence very well during 2017. If the Americans did not intervene during 2017, there is no way in hell that any judge in Israel would have given me shared custody. But there was an American pressure during 2017, and eventually I won. My daughters that were, one was just, and it was less than 1 year old, and one was less than 2 years old. My daughter received what they deserve by nature, and it's that the father will raise them, of course, again together with the mother in joint custody system. But now the Israelis took the revenge. They do not know how to lose a battle, so they started the battle again. Now with new agents, the social workers in Shoam, but they needed another monaster's claim, because it was already a battle that occurred and the Americans had their way during 2017. So what can be done now that wasn't done then? What? We have an idea. Now we can say that he molested his daughters. It wasn't possible when they were only babies, but now it's possible. How can we do it? We are, of course, we are experts in editing videos and using mock-ups and clones, etc. That's our expertise. So we can show such horror videos to the CIA and to other intelligence agencies. But everybody in the world knows that we are experts in such, in world editing and in video editing and clones and mock-ups. It's it's known since, decades. Nobody will ever trust a video that comes from our hand. Wow, but we have another idea. Let's say, okay, we don't believe in the video. Take his blood test and take another blood test of the daughters that you know exactly where they live, and see that both of them contained STDs. This will be a proof that this man is not such a monk as he claims, but he actually is sexual deviant that fucks every day and every night all sorts of homosexual full of disease. But also, he also doing it to his daughters, and that's the only way that they could have got those diseases. But how can we do it? Of course it's all a lie. We can infect both him and the daughters with STDs. What a great plan! What a great plan! And the Americans believe them, and that's why I don't see my daughters for more than 2 months now, because the Americans believe them. The Americans prepared the most horrible story, and that does not make any sense, about a person that they know that is a saint. A story that comes from the mouth of the most hideous people that have ever existed. People that lie and that can do any kind of horrible thing to advance their filthy causes. And the Americans accepted their version, a version that was not even presented in front of me, so I can deny it. And that's why I don't see my daughters for more than 2 months now. And the Americans will pay. No more. No more is the time. No more is the era where Americans can do whatever they want. No. The Americans will pay. The Americans will pay direly. They believe this version. They supported those who inflicted sexual diseases, STDs on me without my knowledge. And also did it to children, to small children. Just in order to me being vilified. And the Americans believe them. The Americans will pay. The Americans will pay. The Americans will pay. I assure you, the Americans will pay. And for everyone who asks himself, wait, how is it possible to infect you with STDs? I will say the following. I am, on the long run, virtually immune to any kind of disease that you know about. Because after enough time is passed, if I'm not dead, eventually the creatures in my body overcome any germ or virus. It takes time. It can take up, even months. But, if I'm not dead, then eventually I'm cured. And this is this is known about me. It's not something new. So after some time, even if I am infected with STD, it's clean from my system. The pictures that you just saw, the paintings that I posted the video with something like 77 paintings. Most of them are paintings of germs and viruses. They were painted by the creatures that live inside my body during the last couple of days. It means that they have memory of these creatures. It means that either I'm currently infected with these diseases or that I was recently infected by these diseases. And as you know, I'm arrested. I'm under surveillance for months now. Since December, I'm either in a jail or in this department when I'm constantly supervised by my mother or her husband. Constantly. The only way to infect me during these months with STD is to put it in my food or my water or something like that without my knowledge. And that's exactly what the people in Israel were doing. Because they like to do that. And that's what they did to me and to my daughters when they tried to establish the horror story that I did something to them. And the Americans believe that. And the Americans will pay. They will pay. No more. No more. Opus Dei, no more. You had enough, Opus Dei. No more Opus Dei. That's what you do to the ambassador. That's what you do to the representative of a foreign culture. You infect him with STDs, and you do the same to his daughters, small children, and then you prevent them from seeing each other on the basis of this horrific story. That's what you do to them, America. That's your version of first contact, the United States of America. You will pay, the United States of America. This will not be free of charge. No more. No more Opus Dei. No more the Lamb of God. No more. No more the Lamb of God. The United States of America will pay horribly because of this particular crime. It's one crime among an ocean of others, but they will pay specifically for this crime. I swear.